Hey guys, let's get right into it. So, Robert and Annie. Well, I guess that all the men in Robert's family are trash because we meet his brother and he is just like Robert. No good. No good in my Annie accent. That was terrible. I know. I'm trying. I actually am. I want to invest in some accent coaching. I need to because my body wants to go into it, but then what comes out, it's just disappointing. So anyway, Robert and his sister and Annie go to meet his brother. They got the same eyes, but I'm like, this family, the siblings look different. Was Papa or Mama a Rolling Stone? And you know what? Because of how Robert is, I'm not surprised that the brother was just terrible to Annie, but it's so shocking in this situation because the sisters, especially the sisters of brothers, are always the hardest to win over. Annie won her over, Robert's sister over instantly. So for me, I was like, that's a really good sign. But then we get to Robert's brother and he is just awful to her. As soon as he meets her, he's just very standoffish and nasty. And I'm like, this is how you meet anybody for the first time? Like, there was no reason to treat Annie the way that he treated her. Now, Annie was defending herself because the brother was just saying some outlandish stuff, like she's with Robert for his money. She's just like, no, I'm not. He's cheap. He promised me all these things and then I get here, he doesn't do it. And his sister was like, yes. Sister was even agreeing with Annie. And I'm like, this is huge. This is huge for the sister to not only like you, but to also agree with you against her brother. Like, it was huge. You know what I mean? To just make such ground with a sister. Sisters of brothers are, I was going to say the worst, but I was like, you know what? My man may have some sisters. They're just difficult at times because, they're the guard dogs. They are watching. They want to make sure their brother is getting the right woman. And Annie and Robert's sister have a really good relationship. And the sister was really trying to defend Annie against her brothers. At some point, she fell back and just left Annie out there on her own. That was a little disappointing for me. But I kind of get it. You know what I mean? It's just like, these are still her brothers at the end of the day. Annie is rightfully defending herself against Robert's brother. Robert, acting like a horrible fiance, is not defending Annie at all. Like, he is agreeing with his brother bashing Annie. I'm even noticing that his brother is really hurting his fiance's feelings to the point where Annie just gets up and leaves because she's sitting here at this point defending herself by herself because the sister has now fallen back and defending her and she's just taking everything. And when she tries to explain her point, which she should not have to do, the brother just shoots back and he's even more nasty. And Robert, high fives him on the ignorance that he's spouting out to his fiance. It was so horrible to watch because as Annie continues to speak, we learn that Robert has lied to her about a lot of things, like the amount of children that this man has. Annie was just like, if he would have told me that he had 5 kids, I would have not been interested in him. She didn't even say it in a malicious way. She just said 5 kids would be too much for me. Like, that's too much for me to take on. And she was just saying, as a stepmom, that is just a lot of children for me to take on. And she did not know that he had more than 3 children until she got here. After Annie just gets worn out from defending herself, she leaves the table and she, decides that she just wants to be done with the dinner. Robert doesn't go out there to console her at all. He just sits there with his brother and they tip their little, Heinekens, and, the sister is sitting there looking like she knows that they were wrong, but these are her brothers. And Annie is outside crying and she's just like, I'm just sick of it. Everybody is telling me that I want him for his money. He don't have no money. Everything he promised me, he did not deliver, and I'm still here. Because obviously she wants to be with Robert, who, can we be real, looks like a hamster with a Jerry curl ponytail. So this family needs to try to make this relationship with Robert and Annie work because obviously she is a catch considering their sibling. I really feel like she cares in some form about Robert. That's why she moved out here, because everything that he promised her did not come to pass. And she's also dealing with his child, who was a lot, but he's 1 of 5. So she's taking on a lot as a partner to him, and he doesn't appreciate her. And I just feel like, sis, you're a gorgeous girl with a great personality, and now you're on a huge TV show. You can get better. It's okay to walk away from this relationship. Mike and Natalie. So Natalie does end up going to the airport with Mike, but the whole time they're in this car, she's playing all of these games. Like, oh, I'll go with you. Are you so upset? I don't want you to feel this way. Stop it. Stop it. That was my terrible Ukrainian accent. Thank you all for getting me together because y'all let me know. We love you, Nikki. She's Ukrainian, not Russian. Keep up the reviews, girl. I was like, oh, they will cuss me out and then put a heart after it. Kidding. I love y'all too. So anyway, she keeps on playing like these childish games with this man. And since you almost 40, you gotta get it together. I'll tell you this, Natalie, you keep on playing with this man because you feel like you're a catch to him, but girl, he's on TV. There ain't nothing that a fame chasing hoe won't do. They probably in his Instagram DMs right now saying, I would never treat you like that. I would never play games with you. I will treat you right. I will cook for you. I will live on that plantation with Uncle Bojangles. Uncle Bojangles, stay high, y'all. He stays high. When Mike gets back to America, he is, visibly upset because, Natalie just wasn't treating him right. She just wasn't. She was playing all these games. And I'm like, girl, you better stop it. And he tried to get some advice from Uncle Bojangles, but Uncle Bojangles was just lit. He was lit. He couldn't even keep his eyes open. I don't even think he was listening to what Mike was saying. To be quite honest with you, Mike was counseling his damn self because Uncle Bojangles, he just, yeah, I'm an old fart. What? Yeah, lover, women. He just wasn't. He's such an adorable drunk. So cute when he's intoxicated. That is the first time I've ever seen an intoxicated, adorable person. Is that rare? Because I feel like I've only seen people angry intoxicated, angry drunk or sad drunk or horny drunk. I've never seen adorable. I've never seen adorable, and Uncle Bojangles is adorable. What is he like sober? He's probably the opposite. That's why he stayed drunk. He's probably horrible sober. No, he seems like a really sweet guy. Uncle Bojangles, put down the liquor and all that stuff. Get clean and get some front teeth, because I feel like he's not as old as he's presenting. Where they from? Virginia? You know what? Before I move on, Mike and Natalie were so extra and annoying in that airport. I couldn't, guys. Mike was sitting there sad, looking across the airport at her. And Natalie was just, stop it. Stop it. No, I don't want you to be sad. I want to come with you. No, don't be sad. Don't be sad. And he's, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, get on the plane and stop terrorizing this Ukrainian airport. Ukrainian. Why was I so extra ghetto on that Ukrainian? It's in me. It's in me. You can take the girl out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out the girl. Nothing much happened with Michael and Juliana this episode. The only thing was that they were getting prepared for their wedding. We saw the first part of their wedding. We didn't see the actual thing. We just saw the both of them getting ready. We had a couple of confessionals with Michael and Sarah's 40-year-old kids. Those kids are so mature. I'm like, are you guys raising your parents? They have such great wisdom. It's just odd coming from such young people. Just the way they talk. I'm like, are y'all really, 9 and 12? Because I don't see it. I don't. Juliana is really sad. And one of her friends, because only 2 of her friends, just friends, were able to come. No family or nothing was able to come to Brazil. This is my thing. Could they not afford to fly them out? Did they refuse to fly them out? Or was there visa issues? Because I feel like, wouldn't you fly out your wife's mother? You know what I mean? I just feel like Michael would have flew out somebody from Juliana's family. He was always flying there to see her. He bought her a car. Wouldn't he? Maybe it was a visa issue. Who got the tea? Because y'all always got the tea. Why wasn't Juliana's family there? Anyway, her friend makes this video for her right before she walks down the aisle because Juliana was feeling sad. And she shows her the video of all her family and friends, just, wishing her, good luck, good morrow. That's not it. What is it? Good tidings. No. Good things on her wedding day. All I have to say about this is the rumors are true. everybody in Brazil is beautiful. Did you see those people? Every person that made a video for Juliana was a supermodel. They were all gorgeous, different races, different ages. Like, I'm like, this is your inner circle? Girl, I ain't never let my man go to Brazil. Let me tell you something, I'm gorgeous. But what I saw on that phone, I was like, is this the regular looking people? Child, I can compete, but I will be exhausted. Her friend, that guy was gorgeous. You know what? Let's talk about it. Who got the tea on him? Who got his Instagram? I just want to see. I just want to see what a full body pic looked like, because that man in that video, I was like, this is a regular Brazilian? Child. Woo! I mean, you know what? I was just like, would that be a great place to have a hoe season? Girls trip to Brazil. Ow. Blake and Jasmine. So according to you guys, Black Macklemore and Iggy Azalea's mama got married. So they're actually married. You also told me that Anna and Moose are married. A lot of you said that he actually didn't leave. You think he came back. I think that would, that would make sense, because we did not see him get on the plane. We did see him go through security, but we did not see him go all the way through. So I can see that happening. Anna and Moose, I hope you guys are not faking this storyline. This is ugly. If you are, you didn't use your children. Ugh, this is ugly. But shout out to you guys for emoting, because y'all was giving me some tears. Maybe there was a producer cutting onions. Anyway, you guys let me know this couple was actually married. And you know what? As I see more of them, I can see that there's something there, right? As Jasmine opens up a bit more, I can start to see a bit of her personality. Oh, what little there is. No shade. She mentions it. She says, I'm from Finland. We are not like Americans. We're not open like that. We are very, understandable, different culture. So that aside, I can see how this couple may work, but they weren't working in this episode. So Black Macklemore goes out to dinner with Iggy Azalea's mama, or Iggy Azalea 2.0, and they're having dinner before his friend's party. Jasmine don't like his friends. I don't think she knows how to say it, but she just does not like being around his friends. And I feel like she was trying to pick a fight so that she can have an excuse not to go and go hang out with her sister. I think this was already planned. I think because, that's what women do. We know where to pick a fight, okay? And I think that's what she was doing. She does not like Blake's friends. She did not want to go hang out with them. And I think she was picking this fight so that she did not have to go. She already had a night set up with her sister, and she knew at the right time what to do. She knows that her man loves alcohol. She knows that has been a problem between them two. So she knew what to use to get her out of going to this party. So they're at dinner. Blake is ordering all of these drinks. He ordered 3 drinks at the same damn time. I think that he just probably did that because he was pissed that she was telling him not to do that. Because here is why I think that Jasmine did not plan on going to this party at all that night. Because she says this: I want Blake to stop drinking because I want us to sit down and talk and connect with each other over dinner. We're spending time together. I'm like, wait a minute. Aren't you the same chick that don't like talking when you're eating? So how all of a sudden do you now want to talk while you're eating, and you're finding an issue with him drinking because you want him to be alert for your conversation over dinner? You're contradicting yourself because you're lying. Guys, she was lying. She didn't want to go, and she picked this fight so that she did not have to go, and she got exactly what she wanted. What she did not expect was her sister to be like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but you're in America now. You're going to marry this man. These are his friends. You need to stop being so closed off, and you need to open yourself up, and you need to compromise. I was like, oh, okay, sister. She read her for filth in the nicest Finland-ish way, right? She did, in the nicest way that she could. She listened to her sister. She took in all the information, and she gave her sister some great advice. I also feel like underneath that, she was telling her sister, don't mess up the bag before you secure it. We didn't have this whole thing planned. When I got to the States, we figured out a way to get you to the States, and this is your way in. marry this dude, give him a baby, and get out. Because now you got an anchor baby to keep you here. So now you don't have to deal with your corny husband and his corny friends. So her sister was letting her know, you doing the most right now. Chill out, go along with the plan. That's what I heard. What did you guys hear? Let's talk about it. Michael and his abuser. Y'all, when the U.S. Embassy kicked Angela out, I screamed. She gonna go over there with all her, I'm an American. I pay taxes. You should let me marry whoever I want. The lady at the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria was just like, ma'am, send an email. I wish the cameras were rolling. They were like, we're not even letting you in with this ghetto foolishness. Turn back around and send an email. We don't feel like it. We don't feel like I was screaming when Angela was just like, they wouldn't let me in. I wouldn't either. The lady at the U.S. Embassy saw that fool coming from a mile away, and she was like, not today, Satan. Send an email, girl. Lock, lock, lock. Good day now. Peace. Michael, I want more for you, King. You're scamming Angela for appliances? Brother, you are about to be living in squalor. Country squalor. Squalor that hoarders has never even seen. This is what you are going to be living in. Scam that woman for more than appliances. Get something out of the deal for your suffering. Michael's mother, gorgeous. Every time I see her, her skin, her teeth, she's just flawless. I was looking at Michael's family and I was just like, you know what, them colonizers, they messed me up. Because baby, let me tell you something. First of all, let's tell the truth and shame the devil. I'm gorgeous. Get into this. Get into this. Gorgeous. God's best work. But could you imagine African Nikki untouched by American genocide and systematic oppression? Baby, could you imagine? Could you imagine? But you know what? Come to think about it, God was just like, I'm not going to do that to this world. We've already had one Helen of Troy. We don't need another. Men will be fighting wars over Nigerian Nikki. Could you imagine? Could you? Girl, child. You won that one, America, because baby, Nigerian Nikki. Let me tell you something. Angela is a smart bully. Because when she sits down with Michael's family, she brings in this microwave. You know what, that microwave, it did not look new, but I ain't gonna hate. Homie had to get his coin any way he could get it. So she brings all these appliances in. She brings a gift for Michael's mom and a gift for Michael's aunt. And they're sitting down and they're talking. And I think one of his uncles is just like, so if he can't get this visa, then you two should just move on. You know what I mean? Just move on and let this dude have a family. When Michael's friend said something similar to that, Angela called them everything but a child of God and threw liquor on them. When Michael's family was saying the same exact thing to Angela to her face, Michael was sitting there quiet, and so was Angela. I was like, oh, you do that big titty bully stuff with people who you know you can get over on, because you knew if you pulled that stuff in that house, the aunties would have caved your chest in. She's smart. She real smart. I was just like, oh, you do that with who you know you can get over on, but you knew you couldn't have done it with Michael's family. You ain't no dummy, sis. You's a smart bully. So that's it for me. What did you guys think of this episode? Let us sister know in the comment section below. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you this Sunday for the following episode of Love After Lockup. 90 Day Fiancé. Watch some commercials. Love you guys. Bye.